Black Friday is coming, and for the adults in your life who love the coolest toys, well, there's something for them this year too. Batian is the premier craft cocktail maker that automatically makes more than 60 seasonal and classic cocktails, each in under 30 seconds at the push of a button. And right now, Batian is having a huge site-wide sale. You can get $100 off any cocktail maker or cocktail maker bundle when you spend $400 or more. So, if the cocktail lover in your life has been good this year, or the right kind of bad, get them Batian. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds. All for $100 off. Amazing toys aren't just for kids. Get $100 off a cocktail maker when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit Bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Each day we try and make sure that you're entertained some, that you learn some, that I learn some, that our producer Chanel learned some, that all of us learn a little bit of something. Sometimes we're good at it, sometimes we're bad at it, but we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Again, if you're the first person to text today at 773-766-5322, you're going to have to tell me what I said at the end of this episode, but we'll send you a $100 Amazon gift certificate. You got to be the first person to text. You can't be the person that won the gift certificate yesterday. Here's 11 of the stories that we're following today. First, the markets gave back a little bit of their gains yesterday, but are pointing up today after being down pre-market, so moving in the right direction today. Second, the 10-year Treasury yield jumped 12 basis points yesterday back to 4.42%. This is important for at least three reasons. One, it projects the markets think inflation isn't really under control yet. Two, the cost of U.S. borrowing, which is a key challenge for the country, is going to remain quite high as we keep on having to sell bonds at relatively high prices. Three, at some point, as the Treasury yields continue to rise, the Treasuries provide a more serious alternative to equities, and money flows towards those. And at some point, will have an impact in this pendulum that's the stock market versus the Treasuries and the bond market. Third story we're following today, Spotify hit record revenues and is up today almost 12% now. It was up 8% pre-market, now almost 12%. We'll see if that continues to go well. Some people are saying that Spotify is overvalued, but again, they keep on hitting the revenue targets and moving in the right direction again. Fourth, President Trump has said that he's going to appoint Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy as advisors to him on government efficiency. We'll see how that all goes. Fascinating enough, Mark Zuckerberg, who I don't think is a President Trump favorite, talked about making 2023 the year of efficiency at Facebook and drove Facebook back to huge profits. At the end of the day, Ramaswamy and Musk, like them or not, are brilliant freaking people, and we'll see if they're able to have impact on the size of the U.S. government. Again, I'm not sure they'll be able to do so because shrinkage of the government could throw us a little bit into recession, and no president wants that under their watch. President Reagan's the last one that did it aggressively a very long time ago. We'll see if President Trump actually has the wherewithal, backbone to do so. I don't know if he actually does. Fifth, Spirit Airlines is down about 60% today. It's news that its merger talks with Frontier are falling apart. They're likely to file for bankruptcy. As a footnote, their loss is the gain for JetBlue, one of the other big discount airlines. And so they're up about 12, 13% today. What's fascinating about this is Lena Khan at the FTC blocked the Spirit JetBlue merger. Probably shouldn't have done so, but it is what it is. We might end up losing Spirit. At least a lot of people lose their jobs. Not a great situation. Fifth, don't book your tickets on Spirit. Next story, sixth, Green Thumb Industries, one of the big cannabis companies, reported terrific results in the third quarter and jumped nearly 14% yesterday. Maybe I should have stayed in the cannabis ETF I was in versus taking the tax losses on it. Feels like a very familiar story with cannabis and Bitcoin. I took the tax losses, should have kept my money in them. It is what it is. Stupid investing by myself. Ben Kovler, the CEO founder of Green Thumb Industries, Dina Rollman, one of her second or third executives there, brilliant people, geniuses at those companies. Seventh, we had just an outstanding second day yesterday at the Becker's Healthcare Annual CEO Roundtable. Today, We've got President Bush and Jenna Bush speaking. Great fun to visit with them. Both brilliant people. Maybe Jenna Bush will run for president. Not the craziest thing we've ever heard. Eighth, three of the big T's, Trump media, Tesla, and Tempest, all took it on the chin yesterday, all dropped yesterday. But don't worry about Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or Eric Lefkowski. Eric's probably the richest guy in the state of Illinois. Elon might be the richest guy in the world. And Donald Trump, I think, is just doing just fine. Ninth, Surgical Partners, one of the great short-stay surgical operators in the country, ran by a really smart person, Eric Evans. They took it on the chin in terms of their earnings, although the other key performance metrics were up. Their stock is down about 11% today, and sort of surprising to take it that much on the chin because it's a really well-run company at the end of the day, and the rest of the metrics were quite up. 10th story we're following, Rivian is up 18% today on VW, doubling down on their investment with a joint venture with Rivian. Again, Rivian's number 2 of the big EV makers, Tesla number 1, Rivian number 2, and finally third is Lucid Motors, but Lucid Motors is supported by the Saudi government, so they're going to be just fine. Finally, a side note, I played in my first paddle tennis match in about a year plus, given 2 surgeries in the past year. My partner did a fine job. I won't blame him entirely for our loss. No, I'm just kidding. He actually did a nice job. But I will say we did lose to 2 younger folks who thought they were all that. All I got to tell you is I've not played in a year. I had a knee surgery and eye surgery. We'll be back. Don't be so freaking cocky. It is what it is. You know, in the famous words of the Indiana coach, Google me, I win. That's a vast overstatement. That's a little cocky. It's not really true. I don't always win all the time, but we'll be back. But a great outing last night, and just glad to be back at some of these sports after a year of being off the paddle tennis court. Paddle tennis is a very, a lot played in northern climates, not anyplace else, but great fun. Those are 11 stories that we're following today. And thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. And thank you to Chanel Bunger, one of the great producers of all time. Thank you very, very much.
Black Friday is coming, and for the adults in your life who love the coolest toys, well, there's something for them this year too. Batian is the premier craft cocktail maker that automatically makes more than 60 seasonal and classic cocktails, each in under 30 seconds at the push of a button. And right now, Batian is having a huge site-wide sale. You can get $100 off any cocktail maker or cocktail maker bundle when you spend $400 or more. So, if the cocktail lover in your life has been good this year, or the right kind of bad, get them Batian. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds. All for $100 off. Amazing toys aren't just for kids. Get $100 off a cocktail maker when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit Bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.